right. Can you say hi to Miss
Hi.
Barnes? Introduce yourself again.
My name is Fisher Campbell,
And you are in
second grade.
second grade. And Fisher, Miss Barnes is going to eat a little bit of his lunch. We have lunch lesson on Monday. So he's going to eat a little bit of his lunch while we work together. And he can do that because he's that smart, right, Fish?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay, remember here is what we established was best for you to use your calendar or your checkoff sheet. And what do we know about new concepts? We have a new concepts day, so are we going to have the first two? So you want to go ahead and check those off so you know, and you can keep up with the pacing of that, okay? All right, so while you're working on that lunch, I'm going to start with your decks here. Did I heat those up? Are those too hot? Or your nuggets?
They're good.
They're too good. Okay, good. Perfect. You know, every microwave is a little bit different, so this one might be a little bit more powerful or less powerful. So let's go ahead and start with our regular word deck here, or our blue word deck, I should say. Tell me what you know, Fish, about an open syllable.
Open syllable. Open mouth. The sound is long, coded with a maker.
Right, and we remember that an open syllable ends in what? One vowel.
The vowel is long, coded with a maker.
And then what do all long vowels do?
Long vowels say their name.
Yes, they do. Okay, ready? Read.
I.
Uh-huh.
Me.
Okay.
I.
Uh-huh.
She. He. So.
So, and these are all accented, okay? So the opposite of open is a
Close.
closed syllable ends in
One consonant after one vowel. The vowel is short, coded with a breathe.
yes, sir.
Umbrella. U.
U umbrella, and then
E elephant. A. I igloo. I.
okay,
A apple. A.
yes, sir.
O octopus. Off.
Okay,
Special situations are just special.
and
A banana.
just one.
Consonant clusters two or more adjacent letters makes one sound. Engine king.
And
Mus.
th,
Mother.
and
CK truck.
I'm sorry, this th should be with it. The other one is
TH symbols.
it's a little bit softer than the. Okay. Tell me about a vowel pair syllable.
Vowel pair syllable. Two pair
Two adjacent vowels.
Treat each pair with loving care.
Alrighty.
Ooh.
Two
letters.
That's right, two letter O. And then O, that's what your teacher likes to say, right? Two letter O. O.
Ooh. Consonants closed unless the sound is blocked or partially blocked by teeth thumbnails. J jam yup. Y yarn yup. B bat book. F fish foot. S socks up. S nose. C truck.
Cup.
C cup. H house. D dog good.
Okay.
Rabbit.
And we'll stop here and put these in the front. And we will go on to your spelling deck. So you can check this off. And for our spelling, we can table right today. Just with your finger on the table.
Okay.
Alrighty, let's start here.
Can I do it with you?
You may.
Yay.
Do you have one? Okay, perfect. Okay. Here we go, Fish. Letter
H.
That is correct. Look at my mouth.
Oh.
Letter
N.
Okay. One more response. You're right, but there's one more response. It's a special. Tell me what you have.
A.
Tell me both responses.
U, comma, A.
Yes. Okay. Look at my mouth. Yes. This one. You don't have to erase each time. Remember we talked about doing those three arrows?
But I just like erasing.
You like erasing, okay? But we don't have to wait. J.
J. I remember J.
Okay, and right next to it, do you want to do a letter?
N.
And G.
G. Let me write it. Oh, oops.
It's okay. And look at my mouth. D.
D. There we go.
Ready?
Uh-huh.
O.
Oh,
Letters.
oh, 2 letters.
O, 2 letters.
Oh, I keep on messing.
We talked about this. This is not our spelling. This is just, this is not our handwriting, just our spelling. So we're not focused on
Okay.
them being perfect.
Okay, there we
What
go.
about, look, on.
Mm.
2 responses,
N-G,
comma.
N.
Okay. And we're going to do one more. Ready?
Uh-huh. That's a
And tell me what it says.
S, comma, C.
Just S for now.
Okay.
Just S for now. So if you want to do your check off on your sheet and keep us on schedule. So what does this next block tell us that we're going to do?
What is it?
What does this mean?
Special
It means we're going to have a new
concept.
concept. It's our question of the day. It's our mystery, right?
Uh-huh.
So there we go, Fisher. I'm going to say some words and I want you to echo them after me, okay? Spotless,
Spotless.
thankless,
What?
thankless,
Thankless.
helpless.
Helpless.
What do you hear in the final position of these 3 words?
S.
You hear this, okay? Do you hear, look at Ms. Schultz. I'm going to sing again and watch my mouth, and I just want you to listen for the final part. Think less, hope less. Think less, hope less.
Less.
You hear less. You caught S, but there's also a O in front of the S. So you heard less. Watch carefully as I write these words on our board. What you looking for? I put it back over here. I know you get so excited. Okay, I'm going to write these words on the board. Ready? S-P-O-T-L-E-S-S. T-H-A-N-K.
They're all flossable.
They're all flosstrals. Where are they? Where do you see a flossral?
There. Right there.
At the end?
Yes.
Okay. Good observation. And then here's the last one. H-E-L-P-L-E-S-S. Yes. Okay.
Oh,
What do you see in the final position of all of these words?
2 S's.
They all end in double S. What else do you see?
They all then the second letter they all end in E.
Look at
Then no, they all end in less.
They all, and we talked about that. Here's another one. What about this one? Because that one follows the same thing, right? They
Yes,
all
it does.
end in less. If I take, I'm just going to use this. If I take less off, do I still have a base word?
Yes.
It's just,
Plus a stuff.
if I take that off, do I still have a base
Yes.
word? And if I take this off, do I still have a base word?
Yes.
Okay,
So
so
it's
tell me,
A. Possible.
what is this called?
A base word.
Is
Plain will nothing matter to. A
The
suffix
suffix
is a letter or a group of letters added to the end of a base word.
and a base word plus a suffix is called a
derivative.
ding, 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 ding. So here we go. The letters L-E-S-S at the end are called our suffix less. And a suffix is coded with a what, Fish? What do we code the suffix with? Code it with a
Box.
Code it with a box. Okay?
I usually put and then I usually put floss.
You like to put floss at the end when you discover that, don't you? Tell me something about this, and this. These are all considered a what? A vowel or a consonant? Is the L a vowel or a consonant?
Consonant, but that's a vowel.
So because these suffixes all begin with a consonant, we're going to call them a consonant
Cluster.
suffix.
Oh.
So can I just
suffix?
Yes, and that's going to be important later because you're going to learn vowel suffixes too. But for now, it's a consonant suffix because L is a consonant. Okay, so tell me what these are called.
Consonant suffix.
They're called a consonant suffix. Very good. So we're going to code the base words like we did, and then we're going to read the derivatives. I'm sorry, let's code this base word. How would I code this base word here?
You put
With a breed.
spotless.
Spotless.
You do a
Read that for me.
thankless.
Thankless. And what do I do here?
Help. Go to eat. The bird.
And read it for me.
Helpless.
Helpless. Those are the derivatives. So let's look here in your.
Yeah.
You're going to have a new what color card?
A blue.
What color?
I mean, yellow.
A yellow card. I do see that you're so congested, huh?
Yeah.
I bet the rodeo didn't help yesterday. Right? Sometimes all that dust in that rodeo and those arenas can get you even more
Yes.
stuffed up. So here's your new card. Consonant suffix L-E-S-S. Can you say that?
Less.
Consonant suffix L-E-S-S.
L-E-S-S.
Okay, and the word that goes along with this is sleeveless.
Sleeveless.
Sleeveless. I have a sleeve here. You have a sleeve on your St. James shirts. If we took this from here down off, your shirt would be
Sleeveless.
sleeveless. Do you know anybody who wears sleeveless shirts? Or sleeveless clothes or dresses? Does mom ever wear a sleeveless shirt maybe?
Yes.
She does. Or a sleeveless dress.
Yeah.
Oftentimes boys don't wear sleeveless things. But this is sleeveless. Do you know what it means if something is sleeveless? It means
You don't have like a sleeveless.
you don't have it. You're without it. So I'll let you look at the back just so you can see the visual.
Consonant suffix L-E-S-S. Sleeveless. Without.
Yes, without. So, talk to me about this word.
Spotless.
So this means without. It would be without what? If something is spotless, it's without spots, right?
And thankless is without thank.
Without thanks. That's not very good.
Yeah.
If you're thankless, that means you're without giving thanks to people.
Oh.
And that would
Helpless is where you no help.
you're helpless. Have you ever heard that? He is helpless. He cannot do anything. He's without help. Okay? So this is important to know. The meaning is it's without. Can you think of a word with a consonant suffix L-E-S-S that you've heard of before?
Hopeless.
Hopeless. Without?
Hope.
Yes. Can you think of another one? Hopeless. What's another one?
Let me see. Tightless.
Tell me.
Tightless.
Without being tight?
Yes.
Okay. What about this? This is simple. You were at the rodeo. Did you see any cowboys that were hatless?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
What does that mean? They were without?
Hat.
They were without hats.
Yes.
Surely you didn't see any that were bootless, did you?
No.
They should have not been without boots, right? Because most of the time cowboys wear.
Yeah. Boots.
Yeah. So it makes sense?
Yes.
Okay. So where are we going to add this? Where do you want to add this in your
In
text?
our And our base words.
with your base words and your derivatives and all those other in our word
Yes.
part decks, parts of a word. So I'm going to add that right here. So tomorrow when you see this, you will say what? Can you tell me?
L-E-S-S.
Consonant suffix
L-E-S-S. Say with.
without. You're without sleeves. And you know what, Fisher?
What?
If you would like to change it to hatless, because I know you're a big baseball player and y'all wear hats.
I have a baseball game today.
You do? And guess what you could do? You could change it to hatless if you want. So we're gonna move through. I know you're super excited. Do you want to, before we begin, are you through with your lunch?
Yeah.
Do you want to check off so you can keep us on track?
We're good. Okay.
So today we have reading practice 51.
And that's our last one in this one, and then we
And then I already have the new copies for you. Do you want me to cut that for you? You got it? Okay.
Yeah.
So we have reading practice 51, and then what do we do after we're always done? We always do what? Add to the read.
Yeah.
Okay, I want you to code and prepare this row right here only.
Well, there's something.
How about the black? The black one's usually pretty good. Adjust by a sharpener at my third one, so hopefully it'll work. Code the whole row and then we'll read afterwards. Okay, ready, read.
Spotless, helpless, restless.
Very good. Code the second row, please.
Is it
That's right. You had it.
Oh.
Yeah, don't make. You're right. Go with your gut.
endless,
Endless. Go ahead and code. Code the row.
reckless, thankless,
Okay, and the last, if you'll just code the whole row first, and then we'll read after you code. Okay, and if you want to prepare and then get ready to read. Right here, baby.
dustless,
Uh-huh.
strapless, helpless.
And you didn't say helpless, you said hopeless earlier. Yeah, you did. You came up with your own word, which is hopeless, which is good. Okay. Now, you don't have to code 4 and 5 like we talked about, and you can just read if you'd like. If you would like to code, you're always welcome to.
Restless, skinless, spotless, thankless, helpless, hapless.
Hapless.
What does that mean?
But good question. And then this one.
Endless.
Endless, without a end.
I want that one
That's one of your words you want to add? Okay.
and this one.
Endless, hapless, and
This one. Dustless.
uh-oh, what just happened? Oh, I thought it was saying something happened. No, we just got a message. Okay, ready? Hold on to that in your brain. Let's go through. I'm going to do the I Spy with my little eye. Ready?
I'm just gonna put floss.
I know, you love writing that. Here you go. You may choose the highlighter. I want you in row 1 to find a word that means it's a very, very clean. And I think your mom probably expects your room to be this way. Yep, what word is that?
Spotless.
Okay, row, I'm going to jump around. I'm going to go down to row 3. Give me an antonym or something that's the opposite of helpless. The opposite of helpless is, I'm sorry, the opposite of helpless is what? To be
Less.
If you don't have any help,
Wait, it's if you don't have
think of your suffixes we've learned.
Wait.
You're without, or the opposite is to have a lot of, which would be helpful. Helpful. That's the antonym for helpless. Is the opposite of helpful. Good. Let's go back up to row 2 and tell me which word has a consonant cluster in the base word. So I want you just to focus on the base word.
But there's 2.
I know. You made a great discovery. Read those words for me.
Thankless, reckless.
Tell me about the consonant cluster in reckless.
CK.
And in the right. Okay.
TH.
Thankless has a TH. What kind of thank is it?
Mother.
Is it thimble or the
thimble.
Thimble, the soft. We like to talk about the soft. And go to row 4. Finish this sentence for me. I have a big presentation to give to my class, and I am nervous or restless, meaning without
rest.
I
want endless, hapless, restless, and endless, hapless, and then I think I did dustless and then restless.
Okay, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to let you do those. On row 5, can you tell me something that means it goes on forever? It's the same for going on forever.
Endless.
It's endless. So here you go. Here's your pencil. You may.
Wait, Uta capitalized.
That's okay. You can if you want. Or you can just flip it over, Fisher, and then we can add it to the end. I mean, you can add it on the other side.
No.
No?
Okay, here we go. Endless.
What do you think hapless means?
I don't know.
Take the base word hap.
I don't know what hat means at all.
Hap. What feeling comes from
Happy?
Right. Happy. Do you think that's a derivative? Happy is a derivative of the base word hap?
Yeah,
Possibly.
I did.
So if you're without happiness, maybe
And then,
you're...
wait, I need one more
Okay.
card because I'm going to do dustless.
Okay. Then that means you're kind of without
Happiness.
goodness. Without goodness. It's you're unfortunate. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Will you read left to right or top to bottom, however you want to reread your words for me?
Spotless, endless, dustless, restless, thankless, helpless, reckless, strapless, skinless, hapless, restless, thankless, hapless, spotless, endless.
Awesome. Guess what? I'll say just one time for Mom. Agree?
Yes.
Okay. I'm ready when you are.
But I'm going to do this. That one.
One time.
Yeah,
Okay. And guess what we're going to do? We're going to fold it. Do you have the ice pack still in your lunchbox? Can I see your lunchbox and I'll put that in there? If there's an ice pack though, I think it's going to get too wet. So we might just, let me just put it on the outside.
Oh.
Oh, you don't have that. I thought you had a pocket on the outside, but you, that's okay. Okay. So let's close this for now. Do you want to go ahead and check off that you've done your reading practice?
Yeah, in a second.
Okay. And let's just review before we put away.
Rub. Depth. Rust.
Perfect.
Jug.
Like it.
Jet. Jig. Blast. Mugged. Stomping. Yeah. Restless.
Okay.
Hapless.
Very good.
Endless. Industrious.
Yes. Sweet. All in, all done. Okay, what's next on our list? Can you tell us?
I forgot what that is.
Well, we always talk about our green goes with our spelling, right? Because our deck is green. So we're going to do our spelling practice. What do you think we're going to be spelling?
list.
Words that.
One page.
But guess what I'm going to give you that you like using? And you know what? It's actually not in our spelling. The less is not. But I'm going to give you the option. When we have suffixes, we've done this before. Uh-oh. I've done it and done. We've used this chart that you like.
Oh, yeah.
Remember this?
Oh, wait, suffix.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Remember all these?
Like
So what's
this
that?
word. Wait, and then I'm going to do, wait, do I have to put one?
Mm-hmm.
Anyone I want?
No, we're going to do less. I already have a copy, right? How many copies? So this was vowel suffix what?
ing.
And today we're doing what? Less, which
Less.
is consonant suffix less. Do you just want to start off fresh? Would that be better for you? Okay. So here we go.
Yeah, right.
Okay, and I know you're good about listening before you write. So these words are going to have the suffix less because suffixes never change. Do you know what oftentimes is a good idea to do? Less is always going to be spelled L-E.
L-E-S-S.
Yes.
Wait, so are we going to be late to gym?
Okay. Late to gym? No, we shouldn't be. Okay, less.
Because, this could take a long time.
Might take a little bit longer. Well, I will tell you this. I know you get worried about time. It is 11:59. So they're not even there yet, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so because the suffix doesn't change, it's always a good idea to go ahead and start with the suffix. And then we'll go ahead and do the base word, okay? Just, not all though, just one, okay? So let me give you the first word. Ready?
Uh-huh.
And I'm going to use my fist because
Base word.
base word. Rest less, okay?
Okay.
Okay, now
Wait,
write the
base word. Derivative chart. Base word. Wait, do I have to write the base word?
and
in?
go ahead and put it together and write the derivative. Okay, tell me what you wrote. I'm going to write it.
Restless.
Tell me how you spelled it though, please.
R-E-S-T-L-E-S-S.
Yours looks like mine?
Yes.
Yes, sir. Okay, skinless. Okay.
S-K-I-N-L-E-S-S.
Tell me, absolutely correct. Tell me why you use the K. You're right.
Because it's an I and this one.
It is the I. It's the kite roll, right? The I-E or the, I use the K. Helpless.
Hopeless.
Helpless. Does yours look like mine?
Yes, ma'am.
Base word is
H-E-L-P.
This one's a little bit, so it has some consonants in the beginning, so listen for each of the sounds. Means strapless. Okay, tell me what you wrote.
S-R-A-P-L-E-S-S.
Okay, let's look at this one. Read this for me.
Strap.
Strap.
Wait.
Okay.
Let me redo this.
You made your own discovery. So when you catch your mistakes, guess what?
S-H-R-A-P.
S-H-R-A. Okay, so that's strapless. Okay, let me say the word again. Strap.
Oh, I thought you said strap.
No, I'm sorry.
S-T-R-A-P.
Okay, let's look here. S-T-R-A-P.
Strapless.
Yes, perfect, fish. Strapless means without a strap. right? Sometimes you see people with a strap, they don't have a strap. Let's do a couple more, okay?
Okay.
How about dustless? Because you like that word.
D.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, wrong one. I did bustless.
That's okay. You just flip your D. Donut D.
D-U-S-T-L-E-S-S.
Yes. I think we're good to go. I think we have definitely mastered that LESS constant cluster is spelled that way. So you may put your binder away.
I will. Yes, ma'am.
And if you want to check off
Everything.
but we have, no, we still have more to go. If you want to check off, okay, we've done our spelling. So let's go ahead and go down to our story here today. I want to first show you a picture on my phone. You know how I like to show you pictures. Come here and look at this picture I found on my phone. And I want you to tell me what you think this is a picture of. You ready? Okay. Now, Fisher, you have a what at home as your pet?
A fish.
You do have a fish, but what else do you have?
A cat. A dog.
Mm-hmm.
Spiders.
Mm-hmm.
Roly-polies. I mean, pillbugs.
You have all of that?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I thought this was it. Keep talking.
What else? So how much pets?
I'm not finding the picture that I have for you, but that's okay.
5 pets.
Five
different
pets.
animals.
I was thinking just your dog. Who takes care of all those?
I do sometimes. The spiders just take care of themselves. Because they live outside.
You have a pet spider? Do you know what this thing is right now?
Spider.
Maybe it's a spider.
Wait. That's it. American dog too.
It's a specific kind of tick. Look at the size it is when it starts off, and look how big it gets.
Ew.
Have you ever seen a tick on a dog?
Yes.
Do you know what and are they harmful or helpful?
Harmful.
They're very harmful. Do you know what they do when they get on a dog or an animal? So do you see the growth in this one?
Yes.
What do you think he's full of?
Blood.
Absolutely. Have you ever had had to pull a tick? See how tiny they start? Have you ever had to pull one off of a pet or off of somebody? No. So you have to be real careful when you pull them off. There's actually a way. So if you don't try it, but ask mom to help you try it or dad. Because it's important that when you do pull it off, you use tweezers and you get their little, see those little legs? You've got to get that out of there, okay? You don't want that staying in there. Do you see this? It's trying to show you on this dime the size. Would you describe them as big or little or?
Little.
They're pretty tiny. It's very tiny. Look, I mean, dimes, how big are a dime? How big's a dime? Not very big, right? Little bitty. And so that tick is very small. Yeah. And so they are harmful. They can get on our pets. But guess what? They have tick prevention medicine, kind of like we give flea prevention medicine to our pets. So when they do get on there, that they do fall off before they start harming them. Mm-hmm.
How?
The medicine actually kills them, just like it kills your fleas. Yeah, interesting, right?
Yeah.
Learn something. So ticks are harmful, you told me. They come in sizes. They like to eat off of our
Blood.
They can get on to people.
Yes.
Okay? They get on to people, they're very dangerous.
Yes.
You can get diseases like Lyme disease and Rocky Mountain fever. Okay? Different diseases with our ticks. So guess what our story is about today?
What ticks?
It's about a tick. It is about a tick. Aren't you excited? That doesn't even sound good, does it? And guess what? What's our story title?
Tip's tick.
Tip's tick. And what is Tip? Just looking at the picture.
Dog.
It is a dog. Okay. So we're going to read a narrative, and our narratives tell us, and we've talked about narratives. Narratives tell us the 5 WH cards. The who, I'm going to put them right here, okay, Fish? Tell me the 5 WH. The
Who, when, why, where, what.
Okay. And a narrative tells us these questions throughout.
Yes.
Hold on just a second. Okay. So as we read today, I want you to, this narrative, I want you to listen and identify at least one character trait of the characters in the story. Our character traits, we talked about these before. Remember back in the day when we would use our fables? And we would talk about,
the main character is Tip.
you think it's going to be
Yeah,
Tip,
probably.
the dog?
Huh?
And we've talked about our characters can be responsible. Our character traits can be fair, respectful, trustworthy, caring, and a good citizen in society. So when you were reading today, I want you to think about which one of those really sticks out as the character showing. Okay? So, here we go. Do you want to read? Do you want me to read, or do you want to read together?
Tom's dog Tip is sad. Tip has a tick. It is Nick.
Nick is the tick. So picture that tick I just showed you.
Wait, so it's a Nick tick?
The name of the tick is called Nick.
Why would they name it Tip?
Well, what do we talk about with narratives? Narratives can be fiction, like Dragon Masters. You love to read Dragon Masters. We know that's fiction.
Okay.
It's a fictional narrative.
Nick hops on Tip's skin. It nips Tip's scalp. Scat Tip kicks and nips at Mick. Still, Mick hops on Tip.
Okay, let's talk about that. What's the name of Tom's dog?
Tip.
How is Tip feeling today?
Because he has a tick.
He has
Mike.
a tip named Mick on it. And I should have previewed this word with you before we read, but I'm going to now. It says it's on his scalp. Do you know where your scalp is? Okay, so picture that. Dog, scalp, right here. And he has a tick.
Oh.
And he's sad about that. What does he try to do to it?
Nip it?
He's nipping at him. Nipping means a what? Small biting. That tick is just nipping and biting at him. And he's telling him what?
Scat tip.
Get off, right? But he's still hopping. Okay? So here's another word on page 14 is the word fond. If I tell you somebody is fond, that means they what? I am fond of you, Fisher, because you're such a kind young man. It means a fond, I like you a lot, right? So,
Tom is fond of Tip. Tom is Tip's pal. Tom flicks Nick off Tip's wall. Plop.
plop.
Tip.
Tom, yeah, exactly. That's the sound effect. Tom flicks Nick off Tip. Plop. So, have you ever seen somebody flick something?
Yeah.
This is the flick. Show me a flick. He flicks that tick off. How does Tom feel towards his dog, Tip?
Happy.
He's what? He's
fond of
fond of him. So what does Tom do to the tick when he
The
sees
tick.
it's on his dog? Yes, he does.
Get out of here.
Okay, so here we go.
Nick lands on Tom's hand. It nips at his skin. Stop, Tick. Stop, Tom gasps and flings it off his hand.
So where has the tick now landed?
In Tom's hand.
In Tom's hand. And what does Tom do about that? Does he say hi? Or what does he do?
Flick!
He
Yeet.
flicks. Show me the flick again. He flicks it off.
He eats it.
And what happens to Mr. Tick?
I don't know.
We don't know. Let's read to find out. We don't know where the tick lands, do we? Or not.
In a puddle.
Okay.
Nice.
And we've talked about this word before too. When you grasp something, you do what with it?
You like mush it, grind it.
You hold it, okay?
Plop.
Mick?
Mick lands on Tom's sock and hops to his pants. Hop, hop, hop. Mick hops and lands on Tom's cap.
Tom's cap.
Scat, tick. Scat, Tom's grasps his cat and flings it in sand.
Uh-oh. Where did Tick the Mick land?
In the sand.
Well, not yet. Where's the first place he landed on here?
And sock.
On his sock. So he's gone from his hand to his
Sock.
sock.
And
And now what? Where?
onto his hat. Then he gets flinged into the sand.
And the cap goes where?
Into the sand.
So now the tick is actually laying in the
Ground.
What do you think's gonna happen next?
He's probably gonna die.
Tick is gonna die on the ground.
No.
No?
Mick.
Mick,
gonna die.
the tick is gonna die.
Because he's probably gonna step on him.
Oh, smush him.
Yeah. That's what I would do.
That's what you would do, right? Okay, let's see.
Oh no, Tom is so mad. His cap has sand on it. It sags and flops and still Mick is on his cap. Tom slaps his cap on his pants to sling sand off. Still Mick hangs on.
Uh-oh. So he has his cap, and he does what on his pants? How do you do that?
Like this?
Exactly. He's thinking, what's he trying to get off?
Sand?
The sand and probably Mick. But is Mick falling?
Nope.
He's relentless. Okay, so Tom is feeling how at this point?
Mad.
Mad. What's the synonym for mad?
Angry.
Angry, furious. Let's see what happens.
Tom's hand slips, his cap spins fast and lands in a pond. Mick has had it. As Tom's cap sinks in a pond, Mick hops off and lands on a log.
Okay, so what big events happens here to turn our story around?
He lands on a log and he's stuck in the middle of a pond.
So the tick is on a log, and where is Mick's hat?
In the pond,
I mean-
sinking.
I'm sorry, where is Tom's hat? In the pond.
Sinking in the pond.
Here we go. Do you think he's saying goodbye to the cat? Or do you think he can swim? I wonder. Let's see.
Tip is fast. Tip slots past Tom and flops in a pond. Tip stops Tim's hat. Spots Tim's hat.
So he spots it. What does that mean?
He sees it.
He sees it and he trots. He's trotting over. That means he's running
Fast.
pretty good speed. Not sprinting.
Yeah.
So what do you think he's going to do at this point? Predict what's going to happen
I don't
next.
know.
This is a dog with a cat.
Well, he finds it and he picks it up, and I don't know what happened to the tick. What is the tick gonna do? I don't know. Tip
Grips.
Tom's cap and lifts it to land. Tom has his hat. Tip's pants and
Gasps.
cap. Tip is tops. What?
Tip is tops, like he's awesome.
Tom pats his pal.
So he pats his pal. Okay?
Now he's feeling happy.
He is feeling happy, so he's gone
Yeah.
from anger and sadness to happy.
Happy.
Okay, so
What happened to the tip?
let's see.
Is Mike still
Mick?
on? Is Mick still on Tom's
Damp.
damp cap? Nope, Mick is not on his cap. Tom is so glad. Tom and Tip do not mess with Mick.
Try that again. Tom and
And Nip
Tip.
do not mess with Mick.
They do not
Miss.
miss. They do not miss Mick, the tick, do they?
No.
So is he still on his cap when he gets
Nope.
his cap? Nope. Where do you think he is?
In the pond.
In the pond. So
Yeah.
look at Tom's expression here on this face.
Happy.
Tell me about this
Excited.
expression.
Excited.
He could
probably.
be.
Happy
Because why?
probably. Because he got his hat. Cap
So I wonder what happened to the tick, and you think he's doing what?
in the pond.
In the pond. So let's go back to your 5 WH cards.
What happened? The
Hold
tick.
on. Let's start here. Who are your characters?
Tom, Mick, and Tips. Or Tim.
Tom,
Tips.
Tip the dog, and
And Mick.
Mick the
Flea.
with the tick.
And
When
then
did this happen?
once upon a time,
We're not sure.
one day,
One day. Okay.
where in his backyard.
Possibly in his backyard. And what do we discover that they are close enough to a they're close enough to a pond, right?
Pond.
So maybe not in his backyard, but maybe somewhere outside.
Then what?
What is our main event? Okay.
The tick goes on everyone and tries to suck its blood.
Tries to go, okay, we're not sure, but you know what? That would be a good prediction or good inferencing that you think just from your background knowledge.
Why? Because ticks eat blood.
Because ticks feed on, that's their
Blood.
Okay. So, and the main event was that he was going on everybody, and what happened in the end?
He sunk to the bottom, basically. He might have fell off the log. We don't know.
We're not sure, right? We don't always, we kind of have a cliffhanger.
Yes.
Yeah, and sometimes we have a cliffhanger, we just don't know. Okay? And why this all happened is because he continued to get on things. I know you're ready to go, but you have to wait just a second. Tell me back here. What character trait did you see throughout the story, and what character displayed it? Did anybody show responsibility, respect, fairness, trustworthiness, caring, or being a good citizen? Or there can be a couple character traits we talked about.
I don't know. The flea was totally responsible. Not really. He was bad responsible.
Okay, tell me about the dog. What did the dog
He was
show?
caring.
The dog was caring. And what example do you have for that to back that up? What did he do with the
Because
cat?
he saved his cat.
He went and jumped in the water and saved his cat. Would you say that that his owner was anything? What did he do in the beginning of the story when he noticed that his dog had a tick on him?
He's trustworthy.
He could be a trustworthy. You think the owner's trustworthy? Yes.
Well,
He's
no,
trustworthy?
I mean caring too.
He's caring as well. He was caring, and probably respectful to his
Yes.
dog,
Yes.
and that he
forgetting
wanted to
the
make sure for getting the tick off.
Yes.
Okay. So guess what? What did I tell you the other day before? Oh, check that off. What did I tell you the other day? One more thing about I was going to bring a couple of items for you,
Oh yeah.
and
Wait, are we gonna be late to PE?
we're going to read that again tomorrow. You're not late, but you're going to be a little bit than normal because we're going through everything. If you look in here, tell me what two pieces of produce you see in here. Do you see
Banana.
anything? Oh, banana and a.
Salt.
Oh, yeah, no, not that one.
Or cucumber.
Tell me about those. Bring them over here and put them out.
Dum ba dee dum bum bum bum.
I know. I knew you would make music out of those two. Tell me, what do you have there?
Oh, I watched this funny video. It's called Cucumber versus Dog, and the dog just runs away from the cucumber.
Cucumber versus dog?
Yes, and the cucumber follows the dog.
And how did you discover that?
I just watched it.
You
I
did.
found it randomly.
Okay,
No, I found
so
it too
I'm
funny.
going to show you one more item, and this, we're going to pretend like that this has never been broke, okay? But this actually works best for us when we're reading for it to be smaller. So we're going to pretend like this ruler is actually the real length of the ruler, okay? And we're
Okay, so how much length would it be?
Oh, you want to measure, okay? You can do
Okay.
that. Start here with the 1 or the 0.
Wait.
You start at the 0 to measure further.
Okay.
Here's the 0, okay?
It would be 8 inches.
Okay. So
8 inches. This banana is kind of hard to measure.
Because it is curved, but you can just go from maybe top to.
That would be probably 8.5.
It's, so what could you say?
But no, because we don't count that part, it's 8.
Okay.
Both
So I
the
want you to
same.
lay all 3 of those items out right here. Okay?
Yeet.
I want you to just tell me a little bit about this. Describe it. My eyes are closed. I can't see it.
Yellow.
And I'm trying to visualize it. You're telling me it's a yellow item. Describe
It's
it.
a phone.
It looks like, okay, tell me it looks like a.
You use it to
Phone.
call people.
And what family does this belong to? This is a what?
Fruit.
It's a fruit.
And you can call people on it.
Would you consider this as something that could be healthy?
Yes.
Healthy snack? Is it sweet or sour?
Sweet.
Sweet,
I know.
sweet. Okay.
I
And the
know.
shape, you told me it's kind of in the shape
It's
of
a phone.
in the shape of an old-fashioned phone, because our phones now don't look like that. So an old-fashioned. Now let's compare this banana
This is a.
to this blue ruler. sorry.
That's
This is
That's like a sword.
blue. This is, tell me the shape.
Blue. That is a. That's not even a shape.
Okay. What would you say about this? This is what?
A rectangle.
It's a rectangle shape.
And this is a cylinder.
Okay. Tell me about this. Is this a 3-dimensional object?
Yes.
Yes. Is this?
No.
It's not, right?
Yeah, because it doesn't have a three sides.
That's right.
This is a 3D
So
dimension.
let's take it a step further. Tell me about that object.
This
that you're,
is green.
describe that. It's green. What category does it belong to? This is a fruit, and that is a Fisher. What does this belong to? A
Fruit,
fruit.
this is
That's
vegetables.
a vegetable. Tell
Fruit
me.
versus vegetable.
You said this was a sweet, and this is a.
Sour kind
You know, it really. Would you consider it sour, or would you just consider it what?
bland.
Kind of bland. I like that. It's kind of bland, unless you add. What do you add to your cucumbers?
I don't like cucumbers.
You don't eat cucumber. Okay. Well, that's okay. Okay. What can you use a cucumber for?
Pickles?
Pickles.
I like pickles. though.
You do like pickles, so actually you do actually like the base of where pickles come from, which is a cucumber. Okay. So they're different colors, come from different families. One's a vegetable
The one's a fruit.
and one is a fruit.
Vegetables versus fruit.
Vegetables versus fruit. These are both things you can do what with?
Eat.
And this is
Something that you can measure. You cannot eat it.
you measure with it, you cannot eat it. So guess what we're going to do?
Yes, you cannot.
We are going to stop here because I know you're very anxious to get going. Tomorrow we're going to listen to a story, and guess what? I'll give you a hint. It's not going to be about one of these three items, but it's going to be about something that is in this category.
It's an apple.
We'll see. Can you tell Miss Barnes bye?
Bye.
Tell her where you have to get to on Mondays.
PE.